Gotcha. Joshua Williams, JOSHUAWILLIAMS.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Can you tell jurors how you're currently employed, sir?
Say one more time, sir.
How are you currently employed?
I'm a police officer with the City of Atlanta Police Department.
Excuse me, Mr. Abatte, would you use the microphone, please? Thank you.
And how long have you been employed by the City of Atlanta Police Department?
11 years and 4 months.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, I guess, where within the City of Atlanta Police Department are you assigned, or what unit are you assigned to?
Zone 3.
Okay. And were you working that same zone, Zone 3, back in 2015?
Yes, I was. Yes, sir.
And can you briefly tell the jurors where is Zone 3 contained within the bounds of City of Atlanta?
Generally, like most of Metropolitan Parkway, Jonesboro Road, McDaniel Street, University Avenue,
Okay.
Southwest Atlanta.
Okay. And have you always worked in Zone 3 since you've been employed?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you tell the jurors back on January 8th of 2015 were you dispatched to the area surrounding or near 675 Metropolitan Parkway?
Yes, sir, I was. I was dispatched to 565 Wells Street, Southwest initially.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, are both of those addresses here within the City of Atlanta, Fulton County?
Yes, they are. Yes, sir.
And how close is the Wells Street address that you were initially dispatched to and the 675 Metropolitan address that you went to eventually or second?
Less than 1 mile.
Okay. And when you arrived at the Wells Street address, can you tell the jurors what you observed or what you first encountered?
Yes, so when I arrived on scene, I spoke with the security guard at the location. She advised that she heard.
Don't tell me what the security guard told you.
Okay,
but
sorry.
after speaking with the security guard, can you tell the jurors what you did next?
So after speaking with the security guard, one of my coworkers pulled over a vehicle on Metropolitan Parkway and advised the vehicle had been shot at, like had damage to it. I went to that location and we related the calls at that point.
Okay, and I want to show you what's already been entered into evidence as State's Exhibit II-7, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So II-7 and II-10 through 15.
Yes, sir.
It should be pulled up on the screen in front of you here in a second.
Okay.
Now, in State's Exhibit II-7, is that the vehicle that you went to? You said an officer that you worked with called over the radio?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is that the vehicle that you encountered?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell the jurors, did you speak to the driver of the vehicle once you arrived to the blue truck contained in II-7 State's Exhibit?
Yes, sir, I did speak to him.
Okay. And do you remember his name?
Mr. Detorius Rivers.
Okay. And without telling me what he said, can you tell the jurors, had he actually physically been shot?
No, he had not been shot.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors in II-7 what area of the vehicle had been shot?
I know that the windows have been shot out, but I'm not sure about the other sides on the vehicle.
Okay. And when you, I guess in speaking with Mr. Rivers, can you tell the jurors where you went next as it relates to your investigation and after speaking with Mr. Rivers?
Yes, we went into 675 Metropolitan Parkway. It's like a large business park. There's a studio at the location. That's where we went next.
Okay. And it should be in the screen in front of you here in a second. I want to show you what's already been entered into evidence as II-18.
Yes, sir.
And while we're getting that up, can you describe to the jurors, you said it's I guess, what kind of location is 675?
It's like a large business park. There are different like businesses at the location, and also some people live there as well.
Okay. And then through your number of years in working in Zone 3, can you tell the jurors the businesses that you described, are there music studios contained within 675 Metropolitan?
Yes, there are.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, once you arrived to the business complex what you kind of did first as it related to, I guess, your part of the investigation and securing the scene.
Yes, so we went to where the studio was located, and we found like shell cases on the ground belonging to a 7.62 shell casings.
Okay.
So
And you said that belonged, or you said there were 7.62 shell
yeah,
casings.
caliber. Yes, sir.
Can you tell the jurors, based on your number of years with the City of Atlanta Police Department, what kind of gun fires a 7.62?
Assault rifles. Yeah, AK-47, stuff of that nature.
Okay. And I want to show you what's already been entered into evidence as State's Exhibit II-46. And while we're pulling that up, can you tell the jurors, while you were on scene, did members of the City of Atlanta Police Department's kind of crime scene tech division show up?
Yes, they did. They showed up to process the scene, take photos, and collect the shell casings.
And were you present during the processing of the scene, whether it was photographing it and or collecting the 7.62 shell casings?
Yes, I was. Yes, sir.
And on the screen in front of you, State's Exhibit II-46, are those the 7 shell casings that you described and that were located at the Metropolitan
Yes, sir.
Shopping Center? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, the Business Center. And can you just describe for the jurors, I know it's not a great picture, can you kind of describe to the jurors where within the complex that if we saw the front in State's Exhibit II-7, can you explain to the jurors kind of where in relation to that these 7 shell casings were located?
I'm trying to remember, but in relation to the picture you showed, I think it's to like the right side. So you would pass by those doors and go off to the right, and the studio's on the side of that building.
Okay. And would this be an area where cars or trucks would park while at the studio or some other business within the complex?
Yes, sir.
And when you were on scene and you located the shell casings, did you locate any other vehicles or individuals who had sustained gunshots?
So no one had been shot, but there was another vehicle at the location that had been shot, had damage to it.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, do you remember, was it a sedan, was it a truck?
It was like a large purplish truck.
And in State's Exhibit II-24, can you tell the jurors, is this the large purple truck that you just described?
Yes.
And do you remember, based on, I know it's been a number of years, where the vehicle has sustained gunshots?
Honestly, I do not remember.
Okay. And in the next photos, State's Exhibit II-28, it should be up on the screen here in a second.
Okay.
Does that refresh your recollection as to where the purple truck had been shot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And while on scene, did you ever have an opportunity to speak with or find out who owned the purple truck?
No, I did not. The owner refused to come outside.
Okay. Now, a few days later, on January 11th of 2015, can you tell the jurors, were you dispatched to the area of 215 Hendricks Avenue?
Yes, it was. It was 213 Hendricks Avenue. That was the initial location.
Okay. And that address, is that here in the City of Atlanta, Fulton County?
Yes, it is.
And can you tell the jurors, is that address in the same zone that you've been describing, Zone 3?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And just to orient the jurors, can you tell them about how far is the Hendricks Avenue address or area in relation to what we were just talking about, the 675 Metropolitan Parkway area?
That's about 1.5 miles away.
Okay, so pretty close.
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you tell the jurors during this situation or circumstance you were dispatched, why were you dispatched to the Hendricks Avenue area?
So we received a call of shots fired at the location. Some advisor was shooting in the area. Okay. That's why we were initially called out there.
Okay. And in a second, we are going to pull up State's Exhibit, I believe it's 1DDD. Okay. So 1 Delta 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 A. And while we're pulling that up, can you explain to the jurors what kind of, I guess, area or location is this? Is this another business complex?
This is residential.
Okay. And in the screen in front of you, can you tell the jurors, I guess, which house was of interest to your investigation?
It's the house on the right.
Okay. So if you were to, can you turn around and point to on the screen? What house?
The house right here on the right side.
Okay. So the one furthest to the right?
Furthest to the right, yes, sir.
Looking at the exhibit.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell the jurors when you did arrive, did you arrive alone or with other officers?
There was multiple officers out there and a supervisor.
And can you tell the jurors when you arrived at this location, did you begin to kind of canvass or look for individuals with guns or anything suspicious as it related to gunfire?
Yes, we did. We all canvassed the area, and initially we didn't find anything.
Okay. And when you were canvassing the area, did you also, were you able to locate any ballistics evidence in relation to the house that we see in State's Exhibit 1DDDA in the, I guess, top right-hand corner?
I don't remember if we located the shell casings before or after we found the house.
Okay. So, but to your recollection, did you locate ballistics evidence for
Yes.
shell casings?
Yes, we did.
On scene.
Yes, we did.
And do you recall how many?
At least two.
Okay. And now, while on scene, were you able to interact to or speak with any residents of the house that we've been describing in 1DDDA or anybody who lived in the area?
Yes. So one of my coworkers, Officer Pena, he was stopped by two people that were inside of this home here, and they told him that the house had been shot at multiple times.
And while you were on scene, did members of the crime scene tech division within the Atlanta Police Department arrive to kind of photograph and process the scene like you described earlier?
Yes, they did.
Okay. And in this instance, at this, I guess, this residential area, this home, had anyone actually been physically shot?
No, no one.
And after the ballistics evidence was located by you and your fellow officers who responded, and then photographed and collected by City of Atlanta crime scene techs, this kind of complete your part of the investigation as related to this shooting?
Yes.
You got not anything further pending redirect?